From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Yes.
On first down. Done. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54. Oh, here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dobbs. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch up. Go. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. from the gun. Dobbs. And Josh Hill has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Yeah, Jim. Check 59. Mike.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A give to Kamara running right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So we got man.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Army. Go.
Toss play, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sets up third down and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Dobbs to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Get him! Mike 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot! Squeeze! Ready! Set!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On play action, it's Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray again, 2nd and 10. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Murray now on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. This is going to be frank enough.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Dobbs is throwing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Following the fumble recovery, Dobbs. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Kamara try the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Given 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Panthers 14, Saints 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Thomas, the intended target. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Murray now on first down. Caught here by Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On first down, Finch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Finch, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Cano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Down. Down to the ending. Check 54. Line 54. I'm scared. Check. Crouch. Crouch. Crouch.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over. Unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Burns. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Burns. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So throw again on second down. Murray, he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Operating from the gun, Dobbs buying time to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Hey, come on now.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Dobbs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On play action, it's Dobbs. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the ground, Kamara. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Dobbs flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's looking deep for Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing here, Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Oh, Trot. Mike 51. Mike 51. Crunch time, defense.
On 4th down, Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Get that quarterback.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs looking for the end zone. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Goff. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.